Hello, Eagle County sports fans. What's good? And welcome back to another Scoreboard web exclusive. I'm your host, Eric Soonblad. We are running through your soccer superstar teams in the playoffs here in Eagle County. And today we're going to focus in on the Battle Mountain Huskies. They have 20 seniors on this team, so it was tough to choose who I was going to chat to for this playoff preview celebration, but I was able to speak with Will Bettenhausen, Sam Koontz, and Brayan Chavez going into their upcoming matchup tomorrow on Thursday against Glenwood Springs. That game now at 6:30 p.m. as a result of some shuffling due to the snow that we recently got here in Eagle County. But these three senior all-stars gave me their thoughts on an absolutely incredible season for the Battle Mountain Huskies, as well as kind of what to expect with Glenwood Springs. But they're in a unique situation facing Glenwood Springs this week, because if you'll recall, they just beat them 2 weeks ago 5-1 in an absolutely dominant performance from your Huskies. So the challenge for them is going to be not getting overconfident going into the playoffs and not succumbing to losing to lower seeded teams. Those are the big focuses that they have going into this game. But let's go head on down to Battle Mountain High School and chat with Will Bettenhausen, Sam Koontz, and Brayan Chavez. Getting ready for their first round playoff matchup against Glenwood Springs, I wanted to sit down with three Battle Mountain Huskies soccer all-stars, Will Bettenhausen, Sam Koontz, Brayan Chavez. Boys, congratulations on an awesome season. You guys crushed it this year.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Will, we'll start with you because you got the mic. Just tell me about this year, coming off of last year, really unique, and getting back into it, kind of a interesting division with Vail Mountain School in it and different teams than normal. How much of a challenge was that, or did that set you up for success?
I think we were set up for success this season. We played a challenging schedule. We played some hard teams, and also the teams in our league were really challenging this year, so I think we were set up great for the playoffs.
Yeah, you feeling good going into Glenwood?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Awesome. I know one of the things that was touched on at the beginning of the year when I interviewed Sam and Joseph was that you wanted to face some really difficult Denver competition to get yourselves ready for the playoffs. Do you feel like, you know, the Classical Academy and Mullen, I think, came up? Did that help you going into this?
Yeah, I think that will help a lot. The games against Mullen, TCA, and Denver East will really help us against any Denver teams we face in the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Sam, let's keep moving down the line. How are you feeling coming up on Glenwood? I mean, you guys just beat them 5-1, but playoffs are a totally different world. You definitely don't want to go into it relaxed.
Yeah, that's the thing we've been talking about. We don't want to go into too cocky. We were talking about that yesterday, but we know that if we play the soccer we know we can play, we have a pretty good chance of going on to the next round. So
yeah,
it's coming in confident.
Is it kind of sticking to your same strategy, like good one-touch passes and good skill soccer?
Yeah, that's always what we want to do, because we know we can do that like very, very well. So we could play well against any team, no matter who it is. So we always try to play like that.
Yeah, good to have confidence going into it like that.
Yeah,
especially you've got the blueprint for it, like a heck of a great season. I know a lot of your plays revolve around kind of streaking down the wing and then trying to cross it up and get a good shot from the slot. Is that just that happens in the game, or is that something you guys are focused in on doing?
We practice that every once in a while in practice, but it kind of comes naturally to most players on the team. Like Cope always stresses, you get the end line, you want to win the end line, and you want to cut it back for someone else to just tap it in, basically. That's how Cope loves that type of goal. Yeah. And it works really well against most teams. So.
It totally does. I don't see it from a lot of other teams either. It's more of a hockey strategy, to be honest, and especially how much you go for rebounds. It's almost like you're the mucker and grinder, like getting the dirty goals.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you get goals, and I don't know if the other teams haven't figured that out yet, but we know that works for us, so we try to facilitate that throughout the game.
Yeah. Brayan, let's give you a chance here. Give me your thoughts on this season. Was it challenging season with the teams you faced, or do you feel like you just got some good momentum and just let it roll?
I think it was like a challenging start as we were just adapting to like losing all the good seniors from last year. But I feel like now, after playing like teams like Mullen and Durango after a rough start, I feel like we were able to find ourselves, which was like helped us adapt, and like we've seen that throughout the years. Like TCA, we played a very good game, and then we've seen that against Glenwood, we played our game.
Yeah, just 1-0 loss this past weekend to TCA. It was a bummer that that wasn't a home game. How did that game go, since we didn't get a chance to see it?
It was a pretty good game by us. I feel like we played our game. It was like more of an They were trying to intimidate us by like trying to like overwhelm us with their talking and things. But then once we realized that we built our confidence and really started to play our game, then we got into the game. And then it was just an unlucky cause, but there's nothing we can really do about that.
Yeah. Overcoming the luck of sports is always one of the tougher part. Those and not letting the referees dictate the game. So a big thing that I noticed about you guys throughout the year, there were a few games where you'd go down in the first half and come back out with just fire under you. Who's the big leader in the locker room that's giving you those speeches and getting you guys prepped for the second half?
I think, well, it's our captains, but I think if we all come in as a team together, I think it's all our mentality. We all come together. We're like, we need to get this together. We have that hope. We know we've done it, but we've done it multiple times, so we can do it every time.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. Let's keep it coming down here. Come back to Will here. We'll keep doing a 360. So another thing that I've noticed, your warm-up music, absolutely awesome. Do you guys specifically choose that? And then does the "We Ready" chant, does that come from that song?
Well, I know the "We Ready" chant. That's been a tradition for a while here at Battle Mountain. I remember being a little kid and watching the big guys do that. And then I'm pretty sure some kids on the team put together the pregame music to get us hyped before the game.
Nice, that works. Does it have an effect going to an away stadium and not having your like pump-up jams? You're like, this place sucks.
I don't know. I think the away crowd gets intimidated by our "We Ready" chant no matter what, no matter where we go.
Yeah, it's loud, man. I mean, everybody can hear it. Like, I've used it in the show a couple times. It's great.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Let's talk about season as a whole. What's your favorite memory or like most challenging game?
Favorite memory, I'll say beating Glenwood 5-1. Second half, we went up 5-0, and we got almost everyone on the team in the game, and I think that's my favorite memory, just watching everyone be able to play in that game.
Yeah, that was cool to be able to rotate in all those players. Yeah. Does that help build up team chemistry when you're giving others a chance to kind of get in there?
Yeah, all the starters and all the main players were hyping up a lot of the bench guys, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Good for the chemistry.
Yeah, which is very important going into playoffs. Like, you want to just be one unit out there.
Yeah.
Sam, how about you? You got any special game or special memory from a road trip or anything?
Oh man, I'd say for the road trips, just the best part is going down on the bus with all the boys. Like, just all the music, everyone singing along to songs, and just having a good time is like, yeah, this is a game, but these connections we're making with all these guys are gonna probably last forever. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Best part of sports, you know.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. You know, most retired pros, when they say what they miss the most, it's like the locker room time with the boys.
It's special, and with these boys, since we've known each other for so long, just our connection is so strong already. So, just going to away games and going to home games, we always have a good time, and we do good in the process. So.
Yeah. I mean, that brings up a point I did want to touch on, just growing up with guys. I mean, Bryant, Cruz, Joseph Fernandez, I think there's a couple others. You guys have been playing since essentially elementary school together, right?
Yeah, I've been playing with Brayan Chavez since first day of kindergarten. I feel like we've just been playing soccer nonstop together, and we've created such a bond together. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's rare, man, to actually everybody stays in one place and stays in the same organization.
Yeah, I feel pretty lucky to have that, because I know everywhere doesn't really have that, and these guys are pretty much my family, and it's been awesome playing with them all these years.
Yeah. It's a shame you can't just all go to the same school and find a good MLS team to go to or something.
Awesome.
How about you, Brian? Any good memory from the road, or what do you think was a highlight game this year?
A highlight game would be when we played Eagle Valley at home. Just the fact that they're our rivals, took the win. Then I had a bunch of fans screaming my name in the crowd, so that was like a moment for me.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge victory. I love that one, especially there were a lot of times where the Eagle Valley fans were getting a little arrogant, and just for you guys to kind of just, nope, quiet, we're gonna win this.
It's just how it always is. When they talk, and then we just let the scoreboard do all the talking for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Vail Mountain School, the game at their home turf, when Yahir scored 2 goals, I believe he got 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. How was that? How tough was that game? Yet that was one that stood out to me as being incredibly exciting.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty tough game because like it was very unexpected of how hard they were gonna come out and like physical they would be towards us, and it was mostly like us. It was like an inner conflict, but once we solved that during the second half, that's when we started getting going, and like those final 20 minutes, that was a true Battle Mountain. VMS couldn't compete.
Yeah, that last minute one. I mean, the one that was kind of that net front battle, and then big rebound came out to you here. The first goal that you guys got to get things started, like, man, that was incredible watching from the sidelines.
Just a crazy moments, very unlucky moments, but it was it could have been a lot more, but it is what it is.
You take a 2-1 win. That's fine. It's still a victory. Yeah. Any thoughts going into Glenwood? Any preparation? I mean, you guys just saw them 2 weeks ago, so you kind of know what the score is. But any plans to adjust what you guys are doing, or just stick to the Huskies mentality?
Well, we stick to the Huskies mentality because if we play our game, then we'll win. It's just we just won't underestimate it, and they will underestimate them because they won't underestimate us, because this is our game to send out a statement to everyone else. We're not choking.
Yeah, first round. You know, plenty of rounds there. Sam, how many total rounds would there be? Because I believe there's 32 teams in the playoffs.
I think there's five total, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, 5 total rounds.
Okay. That's a long haul, man.
It is a long haul.
Yeah, you guys.
First rounds, then quarters.
Okay. So you guys gonna be playing games at Christmas?
I mean, that's the goal. I
Yeah.
would love to be playing games at
Heck
Christmas.
yeah. Do they move them down to Denver, or would you guys keep home games?
I think they start doing like neutral fields.
I
Like,
think semis start.
yeah, we start eventually playing down there if we make it there. So,
Just got to beat Glenwood.
yeah, that's our first step. We
Yeah.
gotta take it in steps. So,
Thursday night, 6 p.m. here.
yeah,
6:30.
6:30. Yeah,
6:30?
got moved to 6:30. I think.
Okay, killer. I just got word that the Vail Mountain School game got moved to 4, so that helps out getting you guys covered. So that's good news.
Sweet.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Will? Any shout outs? Any hype up moments?
Shout out to all the boys, all the seniors. We got 20 seniors this year. I think it's the most Battle Mountain's ever had, and it's just amazing to have us all here for one last run.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully Glenwood's not the last one.
Hopefully.
Yeah. How about you, Sam? Any shout outs, anything?
I think all of us seniors here are here to prove that Battleman can do good in the playoffs, because I feel like in recent years we've had kind of not necessarily choked, but we've gone down against lower seeded teams than us. And I think that all our seniors here, we've been through 3 years of that. And I think we're tired of that, and we're here to show that Battle Mountain can do good in the playoffs. And I think this year, more than not, we have that chance because of all the great teams we've played this year. So I think we're, like Cope says all the time, we're battle tested this year. So I think that with the experience we've had now and the connection we have with all these seniors, it's going to carry us through pretty far to them.
Awesome, man. I love it. Going in with a little chip on your shoulder, going in with some fire, battle tested. Dude, that's great. How about you, Brian? Last words, shout outs?
Well, just shout out to the team. Like, everyone's will be playing on Thursday, and all the fans will be there. So we promised to put on a show for them on Thursday. Won't disappoint.
Come on down to Husky Stadium, 6:30 p.m. this Thursday. Support your Huskies as they hopefully crush Glenwood Springs again. Thank you, Will, Sam, Brian, for joining me. You guys are rock stars. Much appreciated. Keep tuning into Scoreboard for more on your Battle Mountain Huskies as we follow them on their playoff journey.